Hi everybody, it's Diane Hill, Women's Empowerment Coach, and welcome to my quick but effective masterclass on getting your stuff done, okay? As women and mothers especially, we often have to juggle many different things, and if you're anything like me, you've always got a lot going on up here, and when we do make a to-do list, it feels absolutely fantastic and even better to tick things off. Actually, did you know that ticking things off on a list actually sends off the reward chemicals and neurotransmitters in your brain that really spark that reward? It feels really good even to tick things off. And you know what? I'm sure I'm not the only one, but some of us do actually write things on lists that we've already done just so we can tick them off. So in life, we've obviously got lots of stuff whirring around our heads at any one time. It could be that you've got big decisions to be made, like life-changing, life-transformational decisions. It could be you've got kind of like medium, heavyweight decisions to be made. Maybe, you know, travel plans, or I don't know, big plans for your children, or some, I don't know, weight loss goals or something like that. And then you've got the day-to-day stuff, remembering to pick up the dry cleaning, go to the grocers, putting a kettle in the oven before everyone comes home from work. So there's lots and lots of different things that are whirring around in our head. Now, one thing I tend to do in the mornings as part of my rituals before I really start the day is to write down a want-tos and a have-tos. And what I try and do is make sure I do a bit of both every single day, because if you just concentrate on the have-tos, guess what? The want-tos tend to kind of disappear, and you're not going to be very happy not being able to like fill your cup from the things that you want to do just by doing the things that you have to do. But today I'm actually going to teach you a really powerful, easy, once you get the hang of it, process where you will actually be able to nail and get over that procrastination of all your things that you have to do. It is called a results-driven, results-focused to-do list, okay? So what I want you to do first of all, there's basically 9 steps, okay? And the first step is to really have a brain dump on every single thing you can possibly think of that you have got on your to-do list. So I'll give you an example. For me at the moment, it could be buy my son's new uniform, get some shoes rehealed, go to the grocery store, book a holiday in June, get some more petrol in the car, do some homework, do some extra reading for my youngest daughter, book a haircut, etc. So it could be bigger things as well as smaller things. Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're going to have hopefully a pretty long list, and it feels really good just to basically get it all out of here and get it onto paper. The actual writing part is really cathartic as well. So write it all down, and you know, you might have like a couple of pages of A4 of all the stuff you've got whirring around in here. Okay, and of course when we've got a lot of stuff going on, that can be very overwhelming, and you end up not really doing anything because you're caught in that stress vortex, that sort of fight, flight or run away. Or what I do sometimes is freeze. And I found myself going around in circles a couple of times in my kitchen the other day when I was trying to remember to do 3 or 4 different things at the same time. But I was able to catch myself, laugh at it, and just go, what one thing can I do right now? So basically you've got your list. I don't know, you've got 20 to 30 things on this lovely long list, and you might still be feeling pretty overwhelmed. What I want you to then do is then look at that list and try and compartmentalize those things, because there's going to be definite categories, okay? There's going to be some that might fit in your home, you know, the grocery shopping, the looking after the kids, the cooking supper, those kind of things would be within your sort of home life. But there might be other ones, such as, like, I don't know, exercise goals or health-based goals, which you can put like within your wellness area of your life. Then it could be like finances, I don't know, sort out the maturity date of that insurance, or remember to set up the direct order for that particular service or whatever. So that would be a financial area. And it might be maybe like career stuff. Apply for that job, update my CV, update my LinkedIn profile, or even like personal development stuff and education, do an extra module of that course, book myself onto that course that's starting in a couple of months. You get the idea. So what I want you to do is then categorize them, okay? Maybe use a highlighter or circle them or put a star in different colors, anything where you can then see that they actually have a very defined category. Okay, so that's step number 2. The next thing I want you to do, and this is so simple, is literally just take a page of A4. And what you're going to do is you're going to divide it into 3 columns like this. Okay, and in the middle, what you're going to do is at the title, you're going to put the title of the domain of your life. So let's take your home and family as an example. So there you go. You've got your home, family there. I can see that it's backwards, obviously, with the video, but you can see that says home and family. And then to the left of that, you're going to write down all those things, like from your master list, in that to do. Okay. Go grocery shopping, pick up the dry cleaning, buy Timothy's new shorts, order a swimsuit online for your daughter, all the home-based stuff, organise the sofas to be cleaned, whatever it is in this home-based. Okay, so you're going to put that all in your big long to-do list here. Underneath your title, you're going to write the purpose. The purpose is why you're doing it. What is the why behind why you want to achieve your dreams, goals and desires where your home and family is concerned? Now that's going to be very personal to you. But for someone like me, maybe that would be something like to always have a happy, calm home. And you're going to write that in the middle. Okay, you're going to write that just there. Okay. To always have a happy, calm home, or whatever resonates with you. Okay. Now, the result goes in this column. Results. In that column, it's going to be how you feel when you achieve this. So the result will be calm, in control. This is for me, remember, it might be different for you. Peace, happiness, family harmony. What else could we write there? Calm, in control, peace, happiness, family harmony, enjoyment. Okay, they're the results. Okay. Then at the bottom here, I want you to write what your identity will be when you are doing this part of your to-do list, which is to do with, in this regard, home and family. And I want you to get a bit clever and creative here. I want you to make it a little bit silly and a bit sort of out there. So my identity, when I do home and family to-do lists and things I have to do, is I am Mother Superior. Okay? So that is like the hat, the persona, the identity that I put on my head when I am nailing things that I have to do within this particular part of my life, which is the home and family. So when I'm concentrating, going, I've got to download this app for school, and I've got to remember to go and pick up those groceries, and I need to get some snack boxes made because I'm picking so-and-so and so-and-so up here, there and everywhere. I am literally putting on my Mother Superior hat, and I'm in this calm, I'm in control, I'm peaceful, I'm organized, I'm able to do it capacity. So that's what I'm doing. I am Mother Superior. The next thing you need to do once you've done this is, so we're now on to actual stage number 7, is give this like a colour that you can use in your calendar. I'm going to tell you why in a minute, that represents something to do with home and family. So for me, I don't know why, but for me, for home and family, it would be like a light blue colour. Okay, so the colour that I will then use in my calendar is light blue. So then what you're going to do, which is stage 8, or step 8 I should say, is that you are going to look at your calendar and block out specific periods of time where you can work on the list of things that you need to get done relevant to this particular domain of your life. So you look at your calendar and you go, do you know what, on a Monday morning between 9 and 10, I'm blocking it out in blue, and that's when I'm going to concentrate on home and family stuff. Between 10 and 11, I might be doing health and wellness goals, and I'm going to block that out with green. Between 11 and 12, I'm going to work on some financial goals and some financial things I need to do. I'm going to block that out in orange, or whatever colour resonates with you regarding, that particular part of your life. So then you're going to, as I say, you're going to go to your calendar on your phone or your computer or wherever it is, and you are going to block this off in your calendar throughout the week. It might even just be half an hour. And in that half an hour or an hour, you are going to solely dedicate that time to those things that you need to get done within that area of your life. I tell you, for me, a lot of my to-do list, which is always like a continual thing for me, is obviously within personal development. I'm always doing courses, or I'm updating my signature program, or I'm talking to clients, or I've got various modules of different things I'm always doing. So it might be that I will block out a part of my calendar. So for the next hour and a half, I'm going to solely focus on personal development. I'll look at my to-do list and I might think to myself, oh yes, I really want to do that module right now of that course. Or no, I want to spend some time developing that aspect of my program. Or I'm going to read a book and take some notes. Or I'm going to do a meditation. Whatever resonates within that particular area of my life, when I'm focusing on that particular domain in that time. You have to be incredibly intentional. This is about stopping you procrastinating, because procrastinating is just a form of self-sabotage. You self-sabotage because you're too scared of failing, losing control, and we perceive it as a weakness, but actually the real weakness is not getting anything done and still sort of swimming in glue, not feeling like you're getting anywhere. So this is a really fantastic way of stopping you procrastinating. And the thing is, once you operate in this capacity, it's so powerful because you get so much stuff done. There's a saying, if you want something done, ask a busy person. If you've got my Mother Superior hat on at the moment, before you know, in half an hour, you've done an online shop, you've sorted out the uniform, you've packed a snack box, you have, organised a play date, you have, hoovered the lounge, whatever it is that has to be done within that home and family. You have done so much versus standing there thinking, oh my gosh, I've got so much to do. Do I hoover the lounge, or do I sort out that thing at the bank, or do I do a bit of my course, or do I chop the vegetables for later? This way, what it's doing, it's training your brain to be very, very focused on one particular task at any one time. As women, we often purport that, oh my gosh, aren't we amazing? We can multitask and we can think about this and do that and this all at the same time. Men, you can't do that. You know what? Yes, we can do that, but what it's doing is telling your brain that none of those things that you're trying to do is particularly important, because you're not giving it the focus and dedication of your brain power to actually do that job or that course, or playing with your child, or whatever it is you're doing at that time. It's sort of the full respect and time and focus that it needs. So basically you won't do it properly, or possibly not at all. Okay, so this way what you're saying is, I'm training my brain to be super, super focused. I'm only doing this at any one time. Okay, and so it's a really, really powerful way to get a lot done. So, I think in conclusion, the thing that I will say to you is, when I started on this journey and I saw a life coach, and I subsequently didn't do the life coaching with her, but what I did come away with was, your to-do list will never be done. And that for me was like a bit of like a punch in the stomach. I'm like, but if it's all done, then I can relax. But actually, that's not life, is it? You know, if you don't live a life without purpose and without fulfillment and without joy and experience, what's the point? You know, there's always something else that's going to come on the horizon. It's just when you're armed with the tools in order to make your life easier, more organized, and not so overwhelming, you get in flow with it. Right, I know that I do this at 9 o'clock on a Monday. This is what I'm doing. And it's easy. So it's a really empowering way of getting your stuff done. Okay, and since I have adopted this attitude and of focusing on one area of my life or one thing at a time, it's just the anxiety and the stress is just kind of just dissipated. It just makes life so much easier. So just, you know, to finish up, obviously what you're going to do is you're going to end up probably with a few of these. You know, you have one for family, one for career, one for money, one for health goals, one for personal development, whatever. So you'll have 5 or 6 of these, and you can write on either side. And what I would suggest you do is put them in plastic envelopes, keep them together, maybe in a lever arch file. Obviously, as you tick things off, you can just cross through them, but also you probably need to update it maybe, I don't know, once, twice a month. The goal here isn't to fill this all up, but there's going to be things here that you might add on or cross off and go, oh, hold on, I've got to remember to do that. So maybe there are busier parts of your life, especially sort of within the home and family, that you might be having to write this out more and more. But it is incredibly cathartic to write it. The physical act of writing really helps get it out of here onto here and actually kind of give it some energy as well. So I hope you found that helpful. This was taught to me by my coach, and it's certainly been one of the most sort of transformative things I've done, which just makes my life so much easier. And you know, I refer to it, and it's really nice just to get things ticked off. And you know, half the battle is getting out of here and onto here. You'll feel a million times better and a million times more in control just by doing that. So that is how to write a purpose-driven, results-focused to-do list. You'll never look at a big long to-do list and like want to run away in fear that you'll never get it done ever again. And yeah, that will really stop your procrastination in its tracks. So I hope you found it helpful. Let me know if you want any help on it. And yeah, I really hope that it kind of organizes and simplifies your life somewhat. Thank you so much for listening.